Hello everyone, it's Cathy Zielske here. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. We're gonna go right to the table cam for now. I got some cool things today. Well, I think they're cool. I don't know if they're actually cool. Kind of hard to back that up until we actually do it. So we're gonna get right into this today because I also have a new view called the Gemini cam, which I may or may not be able to get to work today. We have the stained glass bird from Simon Says Stamp, and we have this coordinating stencil. You can buy these separately, or you can buy them as a set. I've got some inks today that I'm going to be using here. Let's see if I can get these in order from Simon Says Stamp. Okay, just pulled a few. I've got some brushes. I'm also, if I have time, I'm gonna work this little friend in. I am going to put my bird down. I'm going to grab a little tape, and I'm going to see if we can do this. Now, here's what has to happen first, all right? I'm gonna have to switch back to my face, because if I don't switch back to my face, you're not gonna be able to see Gemini cam. I brought it over because I love this machine. This machine has just changed my life because I don't have to crank, right? But let's run it through the Gemini. And I actually might stop it. I've been experimenting with this. Pause and send it back because I want this to be a really good cut. Okay, yes, I did that on the back of a sample piece. Now that is not the piece that I wanted to show you, but here's what we're gonna do first. I have some of this waffle flower double-sided adhesive. I'm not quite like Christina Werner in that I can't completely go without a plan yet. I have to have a plan, and I have a plan for this. I just haven't made it work yet. Here's what we're gonna do. I want to keep all this together. Now, if some of this would have popped out, I would have just pieced it back in. So please, if you're joining now, that is a test thing that I did off camera. I really thought I had a blank piece of paper, but what I'm gonna do is just cut some of this double-sided adhesive from Waffle Flower Crafts. So here's my bird. All right, see that? We're just making a backer and place that down. The reason I'm doing this is so that when I go to ink blend and pop this thing out, all these pieces are gonna stay together. I just wanna hold this in place as I'm ink blending. So there we go. Pretend like it was like this all the time. Now, if this doesn't come off properly, I'm gonna cry. That's what I wanted. We're working in kind of a reverse rainbow order. I'm gonna start with Seafoam. I'm gonna take one of my smaller blender brushes, and I've already done the whole wipe them down to clean them off camera because my whole table shakes like like the Dickens. I am lining up the wings right on this piece. Starting out, look at how it holds my little pad. Isn't that great? And I can tap off a little on this if I want because I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go like this, bring it in, and add color. When you ink blend on a stencil, you can go one way and then go another way to really distribute your ink. But I'm going to move on to spring. But we're going to bring in a little green from this side. And I'm going to make a two-tone breast. Bird breast done. There are other stencil sets from Simon. They're very cool. They have this, sort of do your little stencil part, and I just think they're very cool. But I'm gonna add blue down here. And this is why I like this, because it allows you to isolate. Here's the thing, I don't know how many of you are new card makers or just, new to the process, but when I started making cards, and I would watch, Laura Basson, Laura Fedora, my dear friend who I love. I would see her making things, and I was blending like a, I don't even know. I don't have the words. It was really a struggle for me to blend. And I think over time, right, you just practice. Let's move on to lemonade. Okay. We're gonna bring this in, and again, we're isolating, so we're just gonna do the wing. And I'm sure there are other ways you can use this. When I was playing with color ideas, that's the thing you see on the back. I just was like, would these look good together? But this is just the way I'm gonna do it. I looked in the Simon's shop. You know how there are always, well, maybe you know this or maybe you don't, but there's always samples and you can get ideas and see what other people did. And there weren't a ton for this, so I thought I was gonna see what I can do. Let's bring in little melon, okay? Because I want the wing to have a two-tone. Okay, looking good, right? And don't worry about the extras that you see there, because this is going to turn into a magical thing once we do some more die cutting. I love my little Simon brushes. These are wonderful. Mostly I use the bigger brushes, but I think this is fun to have the option. But if you had, oh, now see, I'm not putting it on my mat. If you only have big brushes, then you would just kind of do the tip, you know, yeah, like the edge. You could do it with the edge, but I'm putting that on because these do dry back pretty nicely. Now, go like that. I could just take, if I wanted to be really fancy, I could do that. And then guess what? No yellow is going to cross over. So let's get the yellow back out. I'm going to go a little darker here, like that, and then soften it out. Okay. And now I know you're seeing the little extras that we have here, but what we're going to do is we're going to cut out some more birds. You got your die cut, and you're just going to, well, I mean, you can even do it with your bone folder. You're going to go like that. You're going to go like that. If you like clean cuts, right, and you don't want to have all the mucky muck, right, we're going to go like that. Do it a little more here. Just, I call it de-hairing your die cut. Now check this out. Look at all the paper that just came off that die. Is that crazy? What? We're popping you out. Oh, got to untape it first. And again, if you're like, what is that on the back, Kathy? Well, that was what I was testing, okay? Now we're out of the way. See, now this all can hang together. But now it is time for Elmer's Craft Bond. Now, I have to show you this. If you are going to use spray glue, and you can't be outside, we all have these, right? So what I do is I'm gonna spray in my little box. I do it, you know, on the floor in my junky little box. And that way, I am not breathing in the fumes. You can hear it. I just don't want to do it anywhere near my camera. Now, I have two tweezers. These ones I use for junky stuff, okay? And what I mean by that is anything that has glue on it, I keep a separate set for stuff that doesn't have glue. Go slow, go slow. You can do this also with liquid adhesive, which is a little more forgiving. But the reason I like this is it's just faster. You know, when I started stacking die cuts, I was terrible at it. And it just was hard. Now, it's not as hard. But see now how we have this beautiful dimension, right? Hello, cute bird. Now, we're gonna do that, all right? I'm gonna dry emboss, and like I said, I really only know how to do this well on this machine. Dry embossing, hands down, greatest thing in my crafty arsenal, because I want to create a panel, right? Like that, paper, then stencil. Okay, let's run it through. And the beautiful thing is though, here we go, crank it. Oh my gosh. Even if I had it set up wrong, it doesn't affect anything, right? It just does nothing. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got it. And now let's just pick you up. Okay, I wish I could come up with a mnemonic for this, but check it out. Isn't that pretty? This is 11 inches by 4 1/4. I'm going to score it right here, 5 1/2. Oh, I think I slipped a little. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. So now, here's what I'm trying to figure out. I think that is so pretty, right, with that little extra texture. These are my favorite brand of squares. I love these packs. I love this depth. This is not the combo pack, is it? No. Okay. Now I'm gonna have a little dimension for the bird. I want to use just a little greeting because I think this one is very cute, and I thought this would make a nice encouragement card to stamp, I got you. I think that's enough room, and for the die too. So let's, yeah, I think that'll work. I am so impressed with me right now. Okay, I'm gonna show you this tool too. I'm powdering up just to remove static and oil. This is the tool from Tailored Expressions, anti-static powder tool. I know they're sold out. It's a wonderful tool. I also have the Rabbit Hole Designs tool. I also have the old powder bag that has a blood stain on it. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know what that is. But here's what we're going to do. We're taking that static and oil off, right? My sweet Petunia and Ileana, you made a great tool. It's brilliant. Speaking of great tools, got my Debbie tool to press so that I don't have to put my hands in an awkward position. Also, I've had questions on this, and I think she's making a ton of them. This is from a company called Refined, R-E-F-I-N-D, Refined Crafts, maybe? You can find her on Instagram and DM her. Isn't that fun? All right. I got a brand new container of my favorite ultra-fine antique gold. Let's tap it. Oh my gosh, I got powder everywhere. Wow. Oh, there you go. That is beautiful. Oh, that looks good. And press. Now I'm a little high. Oh, I did terribly. Look at that. This new arrangement that I have really makes it hard for me. Okay, the whole table's gonna shake here, but this will be a little better, I think. Ready? 1, 2. Oh yeah. Yep, I think that's a little better. So let's peel these off. I just kind of want to get this about like that, right? Now I'm just going to visualize this. This is almost like his branch that he's sitting on. I think that looks pretty straight, doesn't it? I don't think that card base really matters as much anymore, right? Oh, I like it. Okay. Oh, sometimes I squeeze a little too hard. There we go. All right. Boop. Took a while. Took a while to get there, but you know what? We're going to get there. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, also, if you're like, even if you're watching this on replay, maybe you put this on in your craft room and you're making something along with me. Boop. And it's not the same thing that I'm making, right? It's, you know, but maybe it makes you feel less alone. Boop. I don't have any friends that make cards locally. I think I would love to get my friend Margie into it because she's my only local crafty friend. And you know how we met? Scrapbooking. We met through scrapbooking. And I'll never forget, and Margie knows, we decided to meet in person. Boop. Actually, I think I got that a little off, and we hooked up at a Barnes & Noble, and it was like being on a first date with someone, and I loved her instantly, and I still do. Look at that. So you got that little bit of florally texture, right? And that's kind of cool. And a little bit of shine. It's still very clean and simple, right? Well, it's not over the top at all. It's still clean and simple. Thank you so much for watching. You can find links to all of the supplies that I used in today's video below in the description box. Thanks so much, and I will see you back here with another card project soon. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.